So let's start with the main theme of the day today, which is happy teeth, happy smiles. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live webinar. Before I start, I'll just introduce a quick introduction of myself. Myself, Dr. Vidhi Bhanushali from Dental Dos. I'm a cosmetic dental surgeon, and what my philosophy is, preventive dentistry is anytime better than prescriptive one. So before you already have had a toothache or tooth pain, which have given you a night where you cannot sleep, that's the last step, according to me, what a patient should ideally be facing. The right step is to intervene is the preventive dentistry, wherein before the diseases start, you know what's wrong with the oral cavity. That way, it'll save your effort, time, money, and a lot of pain. So today's topic is happy teeth and happy smiles, where I'll be dealing with what are the major factors which leads to a perfect smile. Sometimes you know something's wrong with your smile, but you don't know what exactly is wrong with your smile. And everyone has a different set of teeth. So if one perfect smile is suppose perfect for me, it won't be the same for other set of teeth, because there are many parameters that are to be considered, and I'll be covering all of them today. Anything, any doubt, if you have, you can just drop a comment on the YouTube live which you're watching. Anyways, we are going to have a Q&A session in last 10 minutes of this webinar. But anything in between, if you feel like, just drop me a message. I'll be seeing that screen as well, and I'll try to reply to all the answers in the middle of webinar. So, doesn't it all begins with a smile? Imagine you're going out for either a personal meeting or a professional meet, whether it's your interview or maybe your first date or maybe a family get together. What is one major thing would be the focal point once you meet? Obviously, face, right? Face is something which would be observed by all the people at the first go. And do you know, smile constitutes more than 50% of the attention that people would be giving you. When yourself think in a scenario, you're meeting a person for the first time, you would obviously see the way he or she is smiling. That is one of the humanly interactions with an emotional aspect which a person thinks of. And would you feel 100% confident, and would you be smiling, showing all your teeth molar to molar with this smile which you are seeing on my screen? Well, I'm doubtful, right? In this society of modernization, where everyone is concerned of all the factors that affects your body, aesthetics or smile is one of the major factors that people are now considering. And it's not selfish to think of your smile and be related to how you look, because in this society this is one of the major factors where you have to be presentable, how your smile looks like. That way you will be more confident as well, and there are many other aspects as well which a smile would be covering. Now, why you should be smiling? Imagine if you are seeing a person who is talking to you with a grin on his face and not flashing his teeth, sitting just the way. Or imagine a person you're meeting for the first time welcoming you with a molar to molar smile. That's an instant relation which you can make, right? So definitely your entire confidence is correlated with your smile. And if you have a perfect teeth to smile, definitely you would be flashing your teeth and not closing them behind your lips. How would your first impression would be when you see such smile? You would definitely not have a very clear impression, right? See, if you're an employer, if you're interviewing some person with such a smile, or even if you're an employee going out for an interview, you won't be showing your teeth. If your teeth are facing with these stain problem, or maybe with this gum problem plus stain problem. And think of the confidence when you think of this person, right? When it comes to smile and a perfect smile, it doesn't only mean from an aesthetic view, but even functional and phonetics view. I'll be covering what function and phonetics are in a perfect smile, right? See, even to speak clearly, you need a set of teeth which are properly aligned, and even for a functional, which is your mastication. If you want to chew your food well, and as you know, digestion, it begins from your mouth. You won't be able to chew smoothly, and the digestion obviously won't be smooth if you have this set of teeth. So, along with confidence, there's a lot of compromise that you're taking in your smile with such set of teeth. Now, you need not have a celebrity like smile where like the way they that like some actresses or actor which have a perfect line of teeth after so many treatments, but at least for good function, which includes your chewing, biting, the digestion of food, the way saliva is secreted, the way you speak out, the way your words come out of your mouth. You need that some things which are to be clear. Even if it's not a bright white, yet there are few factors which I'll be covering needs to get checked in your oral cavity. Now, if you're confused, if I'm the right candidate to go to a cosmetic dentist, shall I be, calling the helpline number which is mentioned down to get some consultation? If I need this treatment, these are the self points which I'll be covering. And just in your mind, sit calm and think: am I self confident? Do I always think of how do I look when I'm speaking, either in my personal friends group or in a professional meet? Do you always have a hand over your mouth while you are speaking? Do you think you look better in one side of your face as compared to other side of your face? Because there are two factors here, right? Your mouth is divided into two parts, left and right. Sometimes your teeth are perfect on left and not on right. So subconsciously, now this would have become your daily routine, and these points you may have ignored in chaotic lifestyle that we are busy with, but you automatically get biased unknowingly within your subconscious mind that okay, I look only good on my right aspect. So whenever we are photographing, it would be my right aspect or maybe in left aspect. Fourth point is: do you smile without flashing your teeth? Do you smile with your lips closed? Is this your normal smile without flashing your teeth? Do you keep distance while talking to people? These are all the points. Just cross check about your personal daily lifestyle and these points. Which are you able to connect with this? Drop me a comment if you're able to if you're able to relate to what these important points that I'm mentioning. So, for example, you're sitting in one office space and you're talking to your colleagues. Do you always have a handover and you keep distance because you don't feel confident about the breath that is coming out of your mouth? When you smile, do you think that it's too much of gums visible or maybe too little of gum visible? And when you smile, do you think that your teeth are very long or maybe very short? Something is wrong. I'm not able to figure out what's wrong, but I think something's wrong with my oral cavity. These are the questions that you should be assessing yourself along with when I'm mentioning the names. And last but not the least important thing, this is one of the major important things. When you're looking in a fashion magazine or newspaper or any such book, it's either a model or a common layman. Does your attention really go inside the mouth of that person, and you feel, hey, how can anyone smile so perfectly? Oh, maybe I need to do something with my teeth. Do you feel that? Does your attention is always going towards the smile or the way teeth look in others people? If any of the answer is yes, then maybe definitely you should give thought. Your routine is very busy, the lifestyle have now changed as compared to before. But whenever you feel you have time, just think of these points and you can call on the helpline number which is mentioned below for a general consultation if you feel like, talking more on these topics. Now, along with the aesthetics, as I mentioned, is smile only for aesthetics? Is it only to boost your confidence? Is it only to spread positivity around you? No. Remember, my friends, aesthetic is only 1/3 of the pyramid which comes under the uses of smile. So, which are two major factors which we all have been ignoring very conveniently? Or maybe, if not ignoring, we are not aware of these things to begin with. First is phonetics. What is this phonetics? Now, this is a very technical term. I would be covering this in layman terminology. Phonetics is nothing but your speech. The way words come out of your mouth. The way words are clear out of your mouth. How clear can you pronounce words? There are few people who mix up or jumble up between sh and s. So if they want to say sham, they'll say sam, or vice versa. This is because of malalignment of your teeth and the arrangement your teeth, lip, tongue, and palate. Now you'll think, how can my teeth affect my speech? Let me give you a very, very common example. If you say the word S, the tongue is eventually touching your palate. If you say T, the tongue is on the floor. If you say P, again the tongue is on the lower. So the way words come out of your mouth, the tongue, it touches the back side of your teeth, your palate, and even the way your lips are aligned with your teeth. So if there's some malalignment or or disarrangement of your teeth and lip, for example, if your teeth are protruded outside, your lip won't have the perfect control over your teeth, and eventually you'll miss out on some proper pronunciation. And third factor is mastication. Now that's very obvious. If you don't have a perfect aligned teeth, you won't be able to chew your food equally from both the sides of your jaw, and that is going to affect your muscles. And these muscles, the facial muscles, which help you chew off your food, which eventually put strain on the bones to which these muscles are attached. So you see the relation here. Wrong teeth arrangement puts pressure on muscles. Those muscles eventually strain the bone, and it can lead to problems in your bone or TMJ, which is this bone. This joint handles your lower jaw. So when you move your lower jaw this way, this is the one main functioning. So if you don't have a perfect smile, if by any chance your teeth are malal or decayed, fractured, stained, your mastication and phonetics are two major things in your daily lifestyle which is majorly compromised, along with aesthetics. Don't you see that's a huge difference between the smile on left side and the smile on right side? How would the impression be if you're just smiling without flashing your teeth and just closing your mouth, and that bright energy or aura when you're showing and flashing your white pearls and smiling molar to molar? So this webinar is all about your journey to your left smile, which I've shown in the presentation, towards the right smile. Okay. So let's do a very quick activity. If you people are attending this webinar on laptop, you can just open the front camera of your phone, check this, or maybe take a small mirror. If you're attending this webinar through your phone, you can just go in front of a mirror which is present and check for these points which I'm saying. Because usually you would be checking your skin, you would be checking your hair, you would be checking other parts of body in front of a mirror. But are you checking your oral cavity, meaning your mouth, on regular basis to see if there's some initiation of problems? So I'll be quickly covering these checkpoints. Then you'll realize, oh, this was wrong with my oral cavity and I realize it now. Once you've realized, I'll tell you proper solutions for those problems. So are you ready for these checkpoints? Let's go ahead. These are the 3 points that I'll be covering: teeth, your gums, and the last thing is your breath. Let's start with teeth. So have you seen the alignment of your teeth, which I have been showing in the images? Now I've put forth these images so that it will be easier for you to relate it better than only imagining. So now I know that you have a mirror or front camera of your phone open in front of you. So just try to evaluate your smile, because you are the best person to know what's going in your body. So just check your smile and just check the upper teeth of your smile. Are they all in just one single plane, or your first upper two teeth are longer than the side ones, and so on and so forth. See, when you're smiling, the visibility of your teeth is this much. Is it fully visible, or is it the third point here? Are your gums visible? Check if there are any stains on your teeth. They can be on the outer side as well as the inner side of your teeth. Check if you have these kinds of stains and cracks on your teeth, usually micro cracks, which is presented in this image. I hope you can see my cursor. Okay. So, if you can see these cracks, now micro cracks are very common among people, but these are stained with your habits. Either it's smoking or tobacco or eating foods that stain your teeth, and these micro cracks would be more visible. Also check if you have gap between your front teeth, just like the image on the left side, left lower side. The gap between your front upper two teeth, or maybe in the lower teeth, somewhere in the sides. Now I'll be telling you how all these factors affect your aesthetics as well as your mastication and your speech. Check for these stains which I have shown here. There are stains on your front teeth, of inside of your teeth. Some people may have protruded aligned teeth. So check if you're smiling. Check your or evaluate your smile even from the front and the side aspect as well. So from side you can see if your teeth are straight or they are protruding outside. They're coming outside like Tare Zameen Par, if you remember that movie, that small kid, that's the dentition of that kid on the right side, which I have been showing. Protruded teeth or popping out teeth. Again, teeth stain. Types of stains, they are either on the tooth surface, which are external, or some of them are even internal. I'll be even telling the remedies for these kinds of stains on the teeth. Malalignment of teeth is again one of the major problems. So you see your teeth are not in same alignment. Some are ahead, some are below, some are above. They're not in the same line. Discolored teeth. So you see the tooth here is discolored. These are quick checkpoints which I'm telling you to evaluate on your own in front of mirror or in your front camera. Here we have both gums and teeth, which you should be seeing. See, you must have got some crown if you have. If the crowns don't match the natural color of your teeth, do you think you have some of these cases where you have crown, but hey, they don't look like natural tooth? There's something wrong with the crown. Or the gums. Here in this image you see that gums are receded. For upper teeth, the gums have moved upwards, and for lower teeth, they have come down. Again, that is one of the cases which is covered up in smile dentistry. Do you see when you smile? Try smiling in front of your mirror. Try smiling wide and open. Do you see there's a lot of gum tissue which is seen like the one I've shown in this image? And what do you think of that? Do you think that, oh, there's a lot of gum tissue which is visible? Maybe I should get rid of this tissue. Maybe my lip should be lower and only exposing teeth. And again, one more major aspect with gums here is red and swollen gums. So usually your gum line is very clean, it's pinkish and it's not swollen. But you can see in this image, it's swollen and it's very red. It's aggressively red. I hope all of you are doing this quick checkpoints along with me. If you are, please comment on the YouTube live comment box that yes, we are. And if you have any problem, if you want me to repeat any checkpoints, please comment that as well. So I'll be checking if you are getting along with me or not. Okay, and one major checkpoint here is for your breath. Talking about bad breath is like a taboo in our Indian society. You may know that, oh yeah, I'm suffering from a bad breath. But are you talking about this with your friends, your colleagues, with your dentist? One quick check for bad breath is take your left or right hand, try breathing out from your mouth on the back side of your palm, meaning this side. Not the non-hairy one, the hairy part of your palm, which is the back side. Try breathing out from your mouth in that, like, and try smelling this part. You would understand if you are suffering from bad breath, or you just feel I'm suffering from bad breath, or maybe you have the best breath. So just try doing this activity on your palm. Or maybe you can even take a spoon, which is a dry spoon. On the back side of your spoon, just try exhaling your breath from your mouth again and try smelling that after 2 seconds. You would realize if breath is a problem here or it is not. So I'll just quickly summarize what we've covered as of now. Why is smile important? 3 major factors that are directly related to your smile: the way you look, the way you speak, and the way you eat. And the checkpoints to see if there's something wrong with your oral cavity or your mouth or everything is fine. This is the things which we've covered as of now in this webinar. Now, you know what are the problem statements like, right? A bad smile, it's not just affecting the way I look, but it's even affecting my speech, my eat, my digestion. So what do? You're not alone. We are there for you. Keeping this celebrity look aside, what are major pain points if you don't get rid of these diseases or ailments which are happening in your oral cavity? It's okay if you don't want to look like Madhuri Dixit or Aishwarya Roy or Hrithik Roshan. That's fine. But some of the elements, if you don't get rid of it or don't treat it, it may lead to a few pain points like the way I've mentioned here, infection into your body. Now, this is the common thing that whatever you eat, it goes through your teeth, your tongue, your gums, and then into your body. So eventually your mouth is the way or the only main gate through which food will be entering into your system. You don't want all these bacteria, virus inside your mouth which are present, or even your throat, to go inside your body and eventually affect your entire system. That's one of the major pain points to get your smile rid of at least all the bacteria and diseases present, let alone the cosmetic side. Second is systemic illness. Now, do you know that all these factors or diseases which are present in your mouth can eventually affect your systemic parts or your organs like heart, your brain, your liver? Everything is correlated with your mouth. This is common saying that your mouth is the window to your entire body. Only through your mouth we can tell what's happening inside your entire body, if your body from inside is healthy or suffering in some or the other way. So all this calculus or plaque, calculus is nothing but tartar, which is cement like structure which is stuck to your teeth, which cannot be removed by aggressive brushing. Plaque again is a small layer of bacterial film which is present on your tooth. Bacteria which is present inside your gums, which makes your gums swollen, red, bleeding, they hurt. All this thing which will be going inside your system and cause systemic illness. And what will this systemic illness eventually result in? Fatigue, malaise. What is fatigue or malaise? It's weakness. Have you observed if you have a toothache, you may have fever, you feel body pain, you'll think, Array, it's only my tooth which is affected. Then why is my entire body affected? Why do I feel so weak? Why do I don't feel productive? That's because one tooth can lead havoc inside your entire body. It has so much of potential. So again, fatigue and malaise is one of the pain points which is directly related to some disease inside your mouth. So what do we do now? We've understood what the problem is. What is the solution? The solution is right here. Should you be worried? No, not at all. Doesn't matter if you have any disease, if it is recently started or it's a very old one, or it has reached to a stage where you think, oh my God, nothing is possible inside your mouth. But leave everything up to us. Everything in your mouth is possible. In this century, with advancement of dentistry as well as technology, so many things are possible that your entire transformation of mouth is possible. Check the smile on your left and the right one. That's known as smile transformation. Check the smile on again the left and the right side. Transforming, my friends, believe these words. Transforming your smile will eventually transform your life. Your daily, day to day activities, communicating with your personal group, your professional group, you would feel that enhancement of confidence and new life altogether when you are willing to address these dental issues, which where we would be helping you guys. All these dental issues can be addressed. Now, for example, if you have stains, you see the tooth on left having the stains. It's a yellow colored tooth. It's a bit protruded on the left side, and on the right side you see everything is aligned. There's no yellowish. There's no protrusion of this tooth. You can even see the gum tissues. The gum tissues here is a bit reddish, and here it's pink. So there are these small treatments like cleaning of your teeth, which is according to me necessary for you to perform every 6 months to keep your gum tissue healthy. And there are even extensive aggressive treatments which depends from case to case. Now when it comes to aesthetic dentistry or smile dentistry or the new evolving term for smile rehabilitation is emotional dentistry. Hey, why emotional dentistry? Because isn't your smile directly related to your emotions? So this terminology is even known as the emotional dentistry, where we transform your entire smile. Even if there's a very small issue of a cracked tooth or a fractured tooth, even one tooth, if it is stained, it will affect your entire smile. If plaque is there on your tooth, there's calculus deposit on your tooth. If you feel, hey, while I brush, my gums bleed. Healthy gums don't bleed. Healthy gums, when you floss, they don't bleed. Healthy teeth, they don't ache. Healthy teeth, there's no pain in tooth. If you have healthy teeth, you even won't feel any sensitivity. But if you feel any of these factors which I'm mentioning, if there's sensitivity, pain, bleeding, if you feel the test which I just told you for bad breath, if you feel your breath is affected by some or the other smell, requires some amount of dental intervention, which is again categorized into two forms, which is home remedies and treatment in dental office. And when it comes to smile designing or emotional dentistry, the way I just mentioned, every case is unique, every mouth is unique. Every mouth is as unique as your fingerprint. Just like no two persons have same fingerprint, same is the case with your teeth, your gums, your tongue, and all the factors that are present inside your teeth. So if you feel that you have addressed or figured out at least one problem that you're facing in this webinar, please feel free to call us on the helpline number, which is mentioned below here. I'll repeat it for you: 7797 555 where our team of Dental Dost, we have a team of dental experts or panel who would be directly answering you on this number, and we would be providing free consultation. There's nothing as happiness as a free dental consultation where we would be addressing all the issues which you figured out, and we would be even helping you more about what are the issues that are present in your oral cavity. And hey, these are small home remedies for you to carry on for your condition, and this may require dental intervention. So I think you've understood what are the problems, how are the solutions. Like, no smile is too bad to treat. Every smile can be treated, and you can smile widely with all that confidence, with that the wider smile, the brightest way. So feel free to call on this helpline. And hey, I have a good news for you as well. You can now self-assess whatever problem that you think are present in your oral cavity through our app, Dental Dost app, which would be present in Play Store. So I'll be sending you link as an early adopters. So you can download that app and you can self-assess whatever problem that are present in your oral cavity. I would now like to ask if any of you has any problems which you figured out, at least in this webinar. You can drop in the chat box in YouTube Live, and I'll be addressing your doubts. Any questions, like which toothpaste should I be using? My teeth are yellow. What's the home remedy? My tooth is fractured. Can I get it done? So any questions, any such questions if you have regarding smile, just drop in the chat. I'm sure everyone can see that chat which is available on the right side if you're on laptop. Okay, there's one doubt that we see from Shivam: which toothpaste is the best? Now, in Indian scenario, we require fluoride, which is a very important element when it comes to your tooth health. So I wouldn't recommend any brand per se, but any brand which has fluoride content around 1000 to 1200 ppm. You can read it on the backside of the toothpaste where all the instructions, the components of the toothpaste are mentioned. Shivam says he uses Colgate Totem. Yes, Shivam, that's one of the good toothpastes to be used because it has the recommended amount of fluoride. So just make sure, if you are suffering from dental decay, or if you think that your mouth is more prone to for dental decay or cavities, please use the one with fluoride in it. For adults, the recommended fluoride is 1000 to 1200 ppm, and for children below 5 years but above 3 years, it's around 500 ppm. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you. Yeah, we have a question from Amrita asking, how safe is teeth whitening? Very good question, Amrita, because there's a lot of myth going around teeth whitening, and they feel like, hey, if I get my teeth white or bleached, maybe my tooth is getting flatter, maybe some of my layer is taken off, or maybe I would suffer from sensitivity. Nowadays, teeth whitening options that we have are into two categories. One is home bleaching and one is in-office bleaching. Home bleaching is for individuals whose teeth are not too yellow and they could be solved in home. So we would be giving you a kit wherein you can wear that tray for subsequent days, and you can already see teeth whitening happening with no or very little sensitivity. Again, for that we would be giving some paste, but there's nothing dangerous which could happen after you got your teeth whitened. And second, if your teeth are very, very dark due to either some medications that you've taken or coffee or tea stains, scaling is one factor that we would be cleaning your teeth. And in office teeth whitening, which is we would be whitening your teeth in the dental clinic. Again, it doesn't have any side effects. Some people may suffer from a bit of sensitivity, but that depends from case to case. If you're suffering from sensitivity, we would be addressing that as well. Vrushali says, I'm using Sensodyne. Vrushali, can I just ask if you're suffering from any kind of sensitivity? Is that the reason of using Sensodyne? You can just comment below. Mrunmay, what should be done for sensitivity to cold foods? Now, sensitivity to cold foods, one major reason is if your enamel, which is the outer layer of teeth, is thin, or maybe your gums are receded. So for that, first, if you're like very, very sensitive to cold food, please don't eat cold food until the problem is addressed. If you're drinking, for example, water, drink it a little bit lukewarm water or normal temperature. Avoid cold things until the main problem of sensitivity is addressed. Because the reasons of sensitivity are multiple. Until we don't address it, we cannot tell a direct solution for that. Okay, Rushali says that she had got some gums swelling and that is the reason of using Sensodyne. Okay, fine. So gum swelling is either because, as I mentioned, there's some decay, there are these bacteria setting on your gums, or a direct gum infection. That could be the reason for your gum swelling. Rushali, I'll be mentioning one paste which you can apply on your gums to reduce gum swelling, and you would feel that sensitivity or swelling or bleeding in your gum tissues would decrease. Sensodyne is a good option. Along with that, I'll be mentioning a paste as well. I'm just writing down. So the gel that I've mentioned below on the comment, you people can just copy paste it in your notes or wherever the places where you have access to. Rexidin M40 gel is one gel which not only reduces your sensitivity, but it even helps in the reduction of infection which is present in your gum tissues. This is recommended for adults. If there's some issue with child, if a child present at your home or any such case that please don't recommend this directly. Contact us, call us on the helpline number, and according to the case, I'll be giving a remedy for a child. But for adult, Rexidin M40 gel works like wonders. Thank you. Which toothbrush should we use? Shion, that's a very good question, because often people are under the impression the more I rub my teeth with toothbrush, the aggressive that I brush, the good results I'll have. No. Please, I recommend everyone to use either very soft brush or soft brush. Uday, in your cases, as your gums are detaching from your teeth, please use a very soft toothbrush, because your gum tissues or your teeth, they don't require aggressive brushing. They just require brushing in the right way to keep them clean. So soft or very soft brushes of any brand which you choose, but don't go for hard. Even medium brushes of some brands are very hard. So I would recommend only soft and very soft. Uday, I would like to address your problem here. Since you mentioned your gums have been detaching from your teeth, there are multiple reasons why gum who are holding your teeth are detaching. One thing is gum infection, which in our term is known as periodontitis, where there's a lot of bacteria sitting in the pouch which is present between your teeth and gum, and this is leading to detaching of your gum tissues, that's leading to receding of your gums. The underneath bone which is present underneath your gum tissues is receding because of this infection. So hey, if you can just send us a picture of your detaching gums, we would be addressing that as well, or just call up on our helpline number for more details. Thank you. Yeah, Rishal, even that gel is good. Keep using it and you would see the progress. Any other doubts? Even if they are very basic ones and you feel that you don't want to ask it here, you can give us a call and ask. Do whitening toothpaste actually work? Now, this is a bit dramatic question here, Dinesh. Uh, to be very honest, whitening toothpaste they don't work as similar to teeth whitening treatment. See now, when it comes to Indian scenario or any consumers for that matter, people like new things in the market, right? They are bored of using the same toothpaste or आपके toothpaste में नमक है, just नमक वाला toothpaste. They want to see a variety of toothpaste flavors options which are available. So there are this marketing thing to show you that hey, there are this many varieties of your mouthwash or toothpaste or toothbrushes. But if you want some serious teeth whitening, hey, I would only recommend a professional treatment over tooth whitening toothpaste. Yeah. I am getting a message from Vijay here saying I'm using Simple F paste. Even that paste is good. See, these are only different brand names of the paste. The component which is present, which is the generic component, is almost the same. These are only different brand names which either Rushali or Vijay you're using or the one I recommended. So no problem with that. Welcome, Dinesh. I hope that solves your issue or problem. I think we are done with doubts here. If there are any, please save this number, Dental Dost helpline number. Call this number anytime 24 by 7. This is free helpline. It would be directly answered by a dental surgeon so that we can quickly assess you with your problem and give A to Z solution to the problem that you're suffering from. My personal takeaway for you here is I don't want to see any new cavities or decay or gum issues coming because from anyone's mouth in this entire country because all these diseases are preventable. Gum diseases or teeth diseases are directly linked to your diet, to your lifestyle, and all of these are preventable if you take measures at the right time. And I am willing to help all of you to take those preventive measures before these diseases take up your gum or tooth tissue. Uday he's asking about how about using betadine gargle solution. Yeah, they are good. They are definitely good. These betadine gargle solution are antimicrobial. So if you feel that you're often prone to throat infection or even gum infections, if your gum are bleeding, you can gargle using the same. But mainly for your gum, I would suggest a personalized or a customized mouthwash according to your gum condition. And betadine gargle solution is good, mainly good for your throat conditions. Uh, for your condition, where the problem is detaching gums, I would recommend customized mouthwash, looking into your oral cavity, how the condition is, and then I'll be giving you a personalized plan for it. Please just drop me a message on the same number or give me a call. Does that solve your doubt, Uday? Cool. I think yes, everyone's doubts has been figured out and answered to. If you have more doubts, I'm requesting again all of you just drop us a call, give us a call, or drop us a message, and we are ready here sitting to address your dental issues. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time and attention. And happy World Smile Day again, and happy Gandhi Jayanti. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Preetham.